Hi, my name is Nick Shell, and let's talk about Columbus Day. So this weekend, my son had a weekend homework assignment. He's only in kindergarten, and the assignment was for him to, with a parent, which was me in this assignment, to look up about Columbus Day and figure out, let my son decide for himself whether we should or should not celebrate Columbus Day. So I went to some websites on my phone, only ending in .org, so they're actual professional websites, not just a blog site. And I read to him what it said. I mean, it clearly talks about that Christopher Columbus and his men did take some of the people captive and take them back to Europe, and took some of their belongings and riches with them as well. So when he heard that, that made him ultimately make up, that was his decision right there. So when it said we should or should not celebrate Columbus Day, because that was the summit to determine what he thought about it, he said no. And then the follow-up question was, if you were Christopher Columbus, what would you have done differently? I wouldn't have taken people from their families. So it's interesting because growing up I never questioned Columbus Day, but now as an adult, and I get it that everything maybe, at times things can get a little too politically correct. I totally get that. But for me, I no longer have inner peace about Columbus Day. I just can't. We have an explorer who was sent over from Europe who took people as slaves. And there's a yellow jacket on my head. I hope he's not stinging me. I might just like collapse. Here, let's go over here so he doesn't sting me in the head. But it just looks that we're celebrating a man who discovered land that was already there, took advantage of the people, to put it lightly, and we've been celebrating this as Americans. I just don't feel good about that. And I mean, I get it. We could say this with any holiday. We could say, well, what about Thanksgiving? If you look at, here we overtook the native land of the Native Americans and made it our own. I guess I'm a little bit more, I can feel okay about Thanksgiving because at least it celebrates modern day what we can be grateful for, what we have right now. But Columbus Day is very specific to an Italian-born explorer, I guess going through the Catholic Church to explore, and yet he takes spoils from that land. It was Haiti that he discovered. I mean, and that's funny because you can't discover something that's already there. If there's people already there, you didn't discover it. Your homeland may not have known about it, but you didn't discover it. So for us to celebrate that, I don't get it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, and I can't feel good about it. So that's where I stand on that. I get it that may seem like a very liberal response, and I'm not a liberal person, but that's where I stand on it. And after reading it to my son, I mean, he felt the same way. If we're celebrating something where slaves were made out of people and we took their stuff from them, and then say that we discovered that, it just doesn't really make sense. And I'm okay with moving on in my life. I'm okay to be an American that doesn't celebrate Columbus Day, because what are we really celebrating anyway? If we're talking about him discovering this land. And it was Haiti. It wasn't even America. And then the slaves. So that's where my son stands on it, based off of me reading the information. And I'm grateful for this assignment, because he's only nearly 6 years old, and he's able to see things differently than I ever was. I just went along with Columbus Day. So I've taught my son to question things and to think for himself. As he finished the assignment, he said, "Daddy, I think I might be the only one that says we shouldn't celebrate Columbus Day," which, he wasn't worried about it. He was just stating a fact. And of course, I think this is a good lesson in parenting, that, yeah, sometimes to stand up for what you believe is right, it means you're the only one standing. That's okay. But as far as me, I'm with my son. I don't believe we should celebrate Columbus Day. It just doesn't really seem right, does it? Now, I want to close with this. If you disagree, I welcome your comments here. Say whatever you need to. Say I'm a jerk. Say I'm an idiot. Curse me out. Whatever you need to say, it's okay with me. I won't get my feelings hurt. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting people to disagree with me. That's why I'm putting this disclaimer on there. But I just want to be an average, normal American guy who says, you know what? On second thought, Yeah, Columbus Day, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't feel good about us celebrating that, so I don't think we should celebrate it anymore. If everyone else wants to, that's fine, but just as for me, that's what I'm going to do. If let America do whatever they want to as far as celebrating. Just, you know what, I'm out as far as that holiday. So, do you agree with me? Let me know. Do you disagree with me and want to call me names? That's fine too. Whatever you want to do, this is my opinion and that's your opinion. Thanks for watching.